Yeah.
What's good, brother? How's it going?
Wednesday, baby. How you doing? Fresh off the vacay slash no vacay.
Yeah, man. Fresh off the plane, man. Fresh off the conference. It was a lot, man, but it was cool. It was cool. Good networking, good vibes. We'll get into
That's
it.
what's up. That's what's up.
How's everything on your end, man?
Good man, good man. Coming off a high life weekend, like you know what I'm saying, with the kids, and it was championship games, playoff games, start of season games. It was a cool weekend, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I saw a post, man. I see Chris brought it home.
Pretty much, man. You know what I'm saying? It came a little short in the big one, but you know what I mean? But yo, championship game nonetheless, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Learned a lot this season, you know what I'm saying? But as always, get better for next year. Come back harder, come back stronger, pause, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good game all in all.
All right. Respect, respect. Glad to see the kids doing their thing, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Um, Let me just share this on IG with a couple people. I see Keith joined us early. What's good with you? I
Oh
see
shit, Keith in the
Shay's.
building? Oh shit.
Yeah, I see Shay Sweet Thing in the building. Sweet Delicious Creations. What's going on, people? How y'all doing?
uh,
Uh,
SK. Oh, I'm like SK. Jezebel on a run. Okay, we see the vision.
Go ahead and share this with a couple people. All right, all right. Yeah, man. So fresh off the plane, everything was cool. You know, making that transition from 80-degree weather back to this shit is sucking. Like,
It's gotta
you
be
know,
trash.
pause. Like
It's gotta be
it's
trash.
like coming, like just coming off the plane, and you could feel it. I had my hoodie with me already, just in preparation, but it still hits different, man. We're talking about it was shorts, tank tops, just a totally different vibe out there. And to come back here, but hey, man, I think we had good enough weather for a long time around this time that we weren't really used to. So I really can't complain, to be honest.
Halloween was hot. You know what I'm saying? There was short sleeves and shit just 2 weeks ago, so I can't be too angry at the weather when winter finally went to winter.
That's a fact. So quick Instacart story, man. I was talking to my wife last week. Um, and of course, you can use Instacart to have people like shop for you and all that stuff. So yeah, what I found out, bro, that you think like you set up what you want and that's exactly what they're gonna get you. If for some reason, they don't have the particular item that you set there for them to buy, they're supposed to actually reach out to you and make sure that, hey, they don't have this. Would you like this as a substitute?
Hmm.
Homeboy tried to swap what she needed without even asking. Thank God she's paying attention because she like, yo, wait a minute. That's not what the hell I need. Like it was gonna be a completely different color. I think she needed blue and homeboy picked up purple. So she hit him up like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Like you supposed
Not
to
even
check in
close.
with me to make sure that should even make sense.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that was a thing. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, they don't that Instacart shit. They'll be happy with just hey, they wanted an item, they got an item. Next, I know you wanted bananas. Here's some oranges, man.
Yo,
if you don't like it,
crazy.
file a complaint with the rest of them. Like they don't care. They don't care as much.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, that was super violation, man. But shout out to wifey for being on top of that shit, because
Hmm.
I don't know how many people be really like watching the orders and stuff like that to know that that's a thing that could happen, man. That's some scary business.
Yeah,
Scary
man.
business.
It just sucks because you paid for it. You kind of got to pay for it before you get there. So I mean, it's that what's that weird gray window? You know what I'm saying? You just hope somebody got the wherewithal to go, hey man, let me reach out. But I think it's a quality versus quantity thing. It's like if I gotta as a worker there, if you gotta fill 10 carts in an hour, it's like yo man, 30 items, 30 items. Next, 30 items, 30 items. Next,
Damn.
if they stop at every car, say hey man, these. I know you wanted some T-bones, but these don't look the freshest. You still want them? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna want them. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
they making judgment calls with your money. It sucks.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
uh,
But how's everything with you, man? How's your week been so far? How's the family, brother?
Family doing good, man. Kennedy had the playoff game early Saturday morning, which is like at first she was kind of hating the time. It was like a 9 a.m. game, but it ended up being a beautiful time because after games done like an hour, hour and a half. So come 10:30, you still got your Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So that worked out. You know what I mean? So they had a good playoff game. They won by 1 point. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
keep telling them extra points is so important, man. You gotta get them. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't get ours, we'd have been in OT, and anything could happen in OT. You see Patrick Mahomes, you don't want him to get the ball first. You know what I'm saying? But
Big facts.
I mean, they got another playoff game this week. We win this one, we in the Super Bowl, baby.
All
And
right.
it's been a long season, as you know. We're playing up over there. A lot of L's. You know, I mean, a lot of close games, but we was on the bad side of a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But if we could make a
Yeah.
turnaround, that January turn, you know what I'm saying, like they do in the NFL, if we could get it, it'll be dope.
Yeah,
With
man.
Savannah, shit, she's starting basketball. So I mean, but them it was good because last year they had a lot of games, a lot of learning experiences. I say for the most part. But this team, they got a good nucleus. You know what I'm saying? They've been with each other a couple of years. They know what they're going to do. And with sports, when that anticipation starts to heighten, that little when the screw starts getting a little tighter, you know what's going to happen before it happen. Now we playing the game. It's a whole. You just went from checkers to chess that quick on the same court. You know what I
Right.
mean? But they had two games early in the season. They got on the low had blowouts. You know what I'm saying? It was like 49-20, and then like 50 something to like 10 to another game. I was like, okay. It was good to be on this side of one of these. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, like I said, last year was a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it was pretty good, man. Then we had he had the championship game out there, and it's dope out there. Those Jersey games for the Pop Warner League, bro. It's NFL like, you know what I'm saying? They got stands on that side, stands on this side. They coming out the tunnel and shit in the beginning, getting the crowd up. 11-year-olds got cheerleaders and shit. I'm like, yo, where are the parents? This shit is amazing. You know what I mean? But like I said, they came a couple points short, but it was good to see him, man. Chris is thinning out too, bro. He used to be a little, not that he was chubby, but he looked like before you could tell he liked cheeseburgers. Now you wondering if he's a vegan. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's a little, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? He's getting that over mouth shape back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, yo, kids is getting big, man. Other than that, Lennox actually had his first invite to a party at 3 years old. I was
Mm.
telling you last week. Savannah found out about it. She thought it was a big issue. She made a big stink. Like he ain't out there hugging girls, is he? It's like, yeah, that's what you do at parties. He's 3 years old. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was dope. Really cool family. One of the classmates over there that he had in the pre-K joint. But it was dope. One of the little jamboree joints. They go in, give them 3 levels of hell. You know what I'm saying? They go up. You can't chase them. It's like you got to get down by your own, buddy. Like you
That's
know what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I ain't built for it. But man, other than that, man, weekend was solid. Can't lot of traffic. But
Mm.
outside of that, it was all right, man. But man, fuck my weekend, man. What happened in Texas, baby? What's going on out there? I need to
Oh
know.
man, it's a
First, wait,
lot.
before
It's
you
a
get
lot.
started, did you get some good foods in?
Of course, of
All
course.
right, all right. Talk to me.
The conference I went to, they definitely take care of us whenever we go out there. Just gonna go through some quick recognitions, and then I'll get into that. Um, so definitely, we definitely want to honor our veterans. We know Veterans Day just passed on Monday. Salute to those who have served, made the ultimate decision to volunteer and serve in the armed forces. We have family members, we have close friends who have done this. So just want to bring that back and give you your flowers, man. We appreciate you for what you have done so we can enjoy the freedoms of this country.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then most of all, next, man, I want to send recognitions to Tony Todd. He passed away at the age of 69 after his battle with cancer. Most of us know him as the infamous Candyman role that he played. He
Facts.
had some stints in Final Destination and a lot of other really cool movies. So always hate to lose somebody to cancer. And here on FCP, our stance is fuck cancer
Every
every
day.
day.
Every day.
But yeah, man, San Antonio, Texas. Every year, Experian Health has a high performance summit where clients from all over the country come to talk about their successes, express their wish lists, and learn about new products that they're going to be offering. And you can imagine, like, some of the big topics, of course, was the Change Healthcare breach, cybersecurity, the state of healthcare, and the ridiculous way that these insurance carriers are just making it very hard for us to just provide good patient care and get our physicians paid for it. But
Mhm.
listen, first day we were there, man. Shout out to the relationship managers that took us out. We went to Bohana's Steakhouse, man. It was just so much food, bro. We talking about crab meat, shrimp
So,
cocktail, tuna
mhm.
tartare. We had the Wagyu steaks, man. We're talking about, it was like butter. My friend Frank, man, he had a tomahawk looking joint. It looked like somebody
Mm.
took somebody's femur. Like that's how big that damn steak was, man. Like it was that bone. That
Oh
bone was
shit.
no joke.
Jesus.
Shout out to James, the sommelier. I'm probably pronouncing that terribly. But basically he's a wine steward. This kid looks young and he's got a bright future in front of him because he just knew everything about all the wines, all the food.
So,
Really good host, man. He took care of us. It was a 3-course spread, wine tasting, some cognac at the end, and then James had the nerve to come and say, "Does anybody want dessert at the end?" And I just looked at him like, James, you're just
you know,
putting too much pressure on us, brother.
you
Like
know,
this
you know,
is too much.
I was out of space 2 plates ago.
Yeah, like this is
uh,
just too much. But what you got? You know what I mean? Like it was just a lot, man. But outside of that, I mean, this is day one, man. We're talking about fresh off the plane, probably like we're chilling for about 2-3 hours, went to this restaurant. Then at the actual conference, other than the sessions that we attended, they had a guest speaker by the name of Ryan Leak, man. He's an amazing motivational speaker. He's got books out there. He's infamous for getting engaged and married to his girlfriend on the same day. It
I'm sorry,
comes
but
from
I'm sorry. You said infamous as in repetitive, like this is a pattern.
no, like so he got known for marry and getting engaged and marrying his girlfriend on the same day.
Oh, so he's like a one-trick pony.
No. So I'll tell you the story. So
Ah,
basically,
okay.
when he's dating his girlfriend, and he happens to hear from a friend that one of her like dreams was to get engaged and married on the same day. So he then proceeds to spend the next 2 years planning this entire situation of them getting engaged and married on the same day. And then he goes in really to just talk about how they pull up on this place. He engaged, he gets down on one knee, gives her a ring. She says yes, and he's like, "Cool," because we're getting married today. They walk into this venue. It's all of their friends and family members. Has a hairstylist there, everything there, ready to go, and they get married. He was on like Ellen, all these different talk shows because he put it on YouTube, and it got like 1.5 million views or something like that.
Wow.
And the cool thing about it, when he went on Ellen, Kobe Bryant pops up. And Kobe Bryant, you know
Hey.
what I'm saying, virtually. Kobe pops up and he's like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing what you did." Invites him, to a Lakers game and to come hang out with Kobe.
So,
But one of the things he was talking about from one of his books, it's called Chasing Failure. It's actually a documentary. He talked about, he has 12 different questions on there, but one of the questions that he asked everybody was, have you ever thought about what it's like to be on the other side of you? And it was really just a way of like turning the mirror around and saying, what's it like to work with you? What's it like to be in a relationship with you? What's it like to hear from you when you communicate in tense situations?
uh-huh.
And it's just that self-awareness of making sure that you understand that as great as you may think you are, there's people who are on the other end of you, and they're like probably dreading sometimes when they know you're going to be in a tense situation and you got to communicate with them or whatever the
Hmm.
case may be. It's really just about
Mhm.
self-assessment. And I thought that was really cool.
Okay. All right. Okay. So huh. So she always had a dream of getting engaged and married the same day. It feels
Yeah.
like a night. Like from the planning aspect, it feels like a nightmare. Like as a person receiving, oh, that's amazing. Oh man, what are we gonna do this? Oh shit, 3 hours? Dope. Oh, I gotta get my hair done. Oh, all right, got an appointment. Sweet. Damn, I'm not. I need a dress. Oh, it's already my size. Dope. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to be able to plan that, but for everybody, to keep that a secret, chef kiss. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? If he was gonna get that far, but all,
Yeah.
but could you imagine if she was just like, you know what? She said no, like at like 7:30 in the morning, right? So
Yeah.
I was
That'd have been crazy.
like, me like, yeah, babe, like, Are you sure you want to? Can you think about this? She's like, yeah, you know what? I've been thinking. I'm just not ready. I want to do it right now. Not that it's not. We can't do this, but I just don't think now's not the right time. We should have getting one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, he's like, I gotta go make about 70 calls. Let me just give me a second.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I could have went terrible. But shouts to him, man. Shouts to him.
Yeah, and then on his end too, man, it takes one little spat, and it's like I'm canceling everything. You know what I mean?
Word,
Like
word.
you gotta really like commit. Like that's commitment to a T, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out to him. Amazing speaker. Shout out to his sneaker game. He said he was a sneakerhead, so instantly connected on that.
Nice.
One of the other things that he also talked about was after meeting Kobe, he had joked around about, potentially trying out for an NBA team. And in him talking to Kobe, Kobe pretty much was just like, why don't you do it? Like, just do it. Don't think about it. You can't ever correct or make something better unless you try it. Or you can't even say that you failed unless you tried it. So he starts writing emails to NBA teams, and he starts with the Boston Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the Boston Celtics come back to him and say, your story's great, but we just don't do that here. Like, just randomly let people try out from emails. So he then proceeds to send emails to more NBA teams, and each time he emails them and he gets a response, he starts changing his pitch to the next NBA team because he's learning the language that these NBA teams use. And he finally gets a call one day from the Phoenix Suns saying, hey, we love this idea of your story and of letting you have a tryout. And they invite him down. So now, of course, the workout doesn't go the way he wants it to. Of course, you know what I mean? It's an NBA workout. And he's going through it, and it is what it is. That video is actually posted up. If any of you want to see it, his name is Ryan Leak, and you'll see his actual tryout. It's like 15 minutes. But the thought process behind it was, a lot of times we talk ourselves out of doing something just out of fear of failure or fear of what the rejection is going to be. And the whole moral of the story was, if you don't try to get that failure so you can know how to approach it next, how to approach it differently, how to probably get to a next step or some sort of success, and that depends on what success looks like to you, then you'll never know if you could have done it. And it really connected, because now it's like, what can you wake up tomorrow and do if you knew you wouldn't fail? And it really just takes you to a different type of growth mindset. He was great, man. He was. I'm pretty sure he was worth every penny, because Experience doesn't spare any expense when it comes to their guest speakers. They always have really good guest speakers, and this guy was really good.
What's up? What's up? I gotta catch that one on YouTube for sure.
Yeah, man. But yeah, had to bring that back to the FCP clan, man. If there's something that is scaring you, but you really want to do it, it's your passion, man. It won't hurt. You'll never know. You'll never know if you're gonna fail unless you try. And you should check out his documentary, Chasing Failure, changing your relationship with the word fail, changing your relationship with hearing the word no, and using that as motivation instead of just totally giving up on what you want to do. It was awesome.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Outside of that, of course, I was in Texas, man. So every last day of the session, they have this nice little event. And of course, being in Texas, there was a lot of line dancing, and I did all right, man. I mean, it's merely just knowing the count. You know what I mean? It's barely knowing the count, and then just following it, bro. It's just simple stuff.
I let your first line dance slide last time you went. Nah, I mean, the second line dance now. Did you cop the boots with the Spurs yet? You got to get them now. You might be official Spur buyer now. Yeah, and you're in San Antonio too. Come on, bro. You gotta at least get a Wemby jersey, something. You're a resident.
Yeah, I'll probably post the video later. But yeah, no, it was cool, man. It starts the same way every year. I get there, they start dancing. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I get like 2 or 3 gin and tonics, man, and all of a sudden I'm on the dance floor. So it was cool. And then they ended it with a silent party, gave everybody a bunch of headphones, You had 3 different channels. You could hear different types of music. So it was really good, man. I had a good time, learned a lot, made some good connections. And then of course after that, we found like the only club in San Antonio that plays reggae. So we were there
Hey,
for a little bit, man. So
who
it was
the
cool.
hell is DJing?
I'm pretty sure you had a cowboy hat on. I'm pretty sure.
Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah, but it was cool, man. It was cool.
I got. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
No, I was leaning into right before we got into the usual joint. That's something else.
All right. So you ever been on them elevators where you gotta like pick your floor outside and then you just get in and it takes you there?
Oh, before you get in the elevator? No.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had no idea how this elevator operated. So usually you think, all right, an elevator's coming, it's open, I'm getting in, and I'm gonna just press the button. So we rolling in with our luggage, we looking. The only buttons they have are to open or close the door. So we're like, how the fuck are we supposed to get to our floor? Now, mind you, this same weekend we're out there, or week, or whatever, there's a marching band competition. So there's like 200 kids just flooding these elevators, and we're like, what is going on?
How are they
and
doing?
you know, they tell us, yeah, you know what I mean? It was the quarterfinals last night. Tomorrow is gonna be whatever. And we're like, oh shit, all right. But we still don't know how to get to our floor. So we find our way back to the lobby. And then finally we see on the outside, you gotta press the button where your range of floors are. So if it's like 1 through 15 and you're on 11, you click that button, and then you click your floor, and then you scan your hotel key. I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like
sophistication.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's a good safety protocol as well. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no stragglers and roaming the 3rd, 4th floor middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's what's up. That is what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, but that just reminded me how much I do not travel, because I'm pretty sure that's like a thing out there. So,
mad norm, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! They're looking at you like a tourist. It's like, this nigga act like you never had an elevator before. It's like,
yo,
not this kind.
Yeah. And then shit, the first morning I'm there, my damn hotel key, not the key, the door scanner died. So I'm there fresh off the gym scanning this thing.
Yeah, out there full sweat, like
you feel me? Like
it's like fuck.
And then my luck, that's exactly it, man. My luck. This white lady, she's in the room across from me, right? So now, mind you, remember what you just said, right? I'm in a workout shirt, right? Guns out, glistening, all that. This lady looks at me. I turn and look at her. She ran in her room. She couldn't get in her room fast enough.
She's like, nah, that's not the guy I thought it was. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, she ran in her room. So now I got to take my fresh out the gym sweat ass downstairs to the lobby to go to these people and be like, yo, man, my key not working. So now, of course, they're like, can you show us some ID? I'm like, look at me, dog. I just came from the gym. I ain't got nothing. They was like, do you have the app on your phone?
One pocket, no
zippers. They was like, do you have the app on your phone? I'm like, nah, I don't have the app on my phone. The reservation wouldn't allow me to do it. I just need somebody to let me in my room, dog. Like, can I get my room? So thankfully, one of the other people at the front remembered checking me in. So she was like, no, I checked him in. He's good. I was like, thank you.
Any chance? Was she a POC?
No.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Even better.
Yeah, and I was worried, man, because we know it's real shaky in Texas. So I was
so I was asking. I assumed you caught a pock. You know what I mean? I was like, but you found her friendly. You found her friendly. That's what's up.
I did. I sure did. So yeah, I finally get in, but I was like, God, like that's the worst thing in the world, man. Like you fresh off of sweat, and then you got to walk through all these professional ass motherfuckers. It's like, hey, Sean, you're good? I was like, yeah, man. I just came from the gym, man. That's all it is. All right, man. Chef Cheryl said POC, person of color. Chef Cheryl, person of color.
She know. I think she's just being funny. She's like, Tupac. It's like, nah, not that Pac. I have a question for you, sir.
What's good?
Hey man, found the love of your life, right? Unfortunately, shit don't work out. You go your separate ways. You got an extra 50K to blow. Would you ever consider getting a life-like prosthetic of your ex just to keep it to keep the crib? I'm talking to the T though, everything, top to bottom, all functioning. Not a robot, just like a doll.
Nah.
Nah.
I got questions though, because I need to know where you. I need to know where this came from.
I mean, it's an oldie but a goodie, man. Our good man Lamar Odom. He was outside, he got cash to blow. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't for one thing, it's for something else post retirement. But he spent 50K and got a full blown life size version of Khloe Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Like a sex doll, so to speak. But it's a replica of the ex. It's not your average ex. It's Khloe Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? So, and listen, man, he's out there. You see him testing the product out. Not to that extent, but he's not too far from it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like first, second base testing out. Like, you know what I'm saying, on camera type shit.
No.
So I'm like, yo, why would he?
She really recorded himself with this doll?
Not with him. It was like he was in the lab as they was creating, giving pointers like, nah, her cheekbone does this. Say, nah, she has a mole right here. Like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? It was like shit that nobody else would know but him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this nigga, he took the words out of my mouth. Said, this nigga did crack. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he spent a couple dollars, and he has a full blown lifelike / size sex doll of the ex. And I was like, I don't know if I ever had enough money just to burn. I would ever just do that. But yeah. my question to you is, if you found out an ex did that to you, how would you feel about that? Like, would you feel violated? Would you feel honored?
It's like, hey man, often replicated, never duplicated, baby. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really wouldn't know what to say if she was laid up with a replica of me. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, man. No, listen. We really gotta do better.
Every day.
People. We got the wrong people that have this attention in these platforms, and this is what they do. And 50K, oh my God, man. Oh Lord.
It's like she's never taking you back. He said, bet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not the response you're supposed to have. Like, you're just supposed to eat it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, no, not eat it, pause, but like, just take that in. That's not even any better. But like, just digest whatever you got going on and move on. You know what I'm saying? He refuses to move on, so he bought the plastic, man. He bought the plastic.
There's got to be something legally. I gotta look this up. There's got to be something legally she can do about that. Like,
I was thinking that too, like defamation of character or something. Like, listen, this is like deep fake is one thing, but you took it way too far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I don't know. If it was reversed though, if somebody spent 50 rack on a fake me, I might be fake flattered. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why you did it. Like, I hope you got all the leg sizes right. But like, I just don't know how I did. That's rough. I don't know. I wish him the best.
I peeped that though. All the leg sizes right. That was low key.
Just in case, it's a family show. It's a family show.
I peeped that. That was good. All right, man. Anything else before we move to the next segment?
That's all I had, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a crazy
show. That was a lot.
My bad, dog. Oh, shit.
Nah. That's why we're here, dog.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Listen. At this point, we're gonna move over to politics as usual, man. And this first one we have up here, I mean, instantly Trump gets into the office, and when this hit the waves, I was like, damn, they ain't waste no time.
Sorry, buddy. All that free food shit got to go.
Yo, they didn't waste no time, man. They said, yeah, Give me all that. Now, here's the wild thing, right? So as you can see here in the city of New York, if you did not know, at one point they were issuing debit cards to immigrants that came into New York City. And when I tell y'all, some of these balances were ridiculous. A friend of mine had their friend send them a photo of one of those receipts when they used it at a supermarket. And, it shows the balance. And it was like $1,000 on that damn card. Kid you? I kid you not.
Do it in Costco with a free thou wow.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that was a program that they started. And now you can see Mayor Adams, man, aka Nino Brown. He has pulled that away, stating that they feel like they've met the quota as far as providing resources for these immigrants. I'm not sure what that means. Because if they don't,
what was the quota?
Yeah, like if they don't have jobs, they're still gonna need money to buy food. Otherwise, they're gonna do other things, and it's.
I mean, like Plan B will start kicking in, and you don't want that to happen because you don't know what that Plan B consists of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree with you, Chef Cheryl. It shouldn't have been done in the first place. I think we're all trying to figure out why a lot of them came to New York City. And I say that as gentle as I can, because I know everybody has different circumstances, but the why was never expressed. And if anybody watching right now knows why, please share it with us, because I don't know.
I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know.
Craziness. But yeah, man. So them vouchers are gone. And that's that, man. I hope nobody was like mid-purchase and that shit just said decline.
Hold on.
Yeah,
you blow on it. Like what? Well, like it's like at a dice game, like the roulette table. It's like you blow on these, like see if it works. You know what I mean?
Seriously, man. But yeah, man, sticking with politics as usual, man. President-elect Trump met with President Joe Biden in the White House. From what I'm reading, they spoke briefly about a smooth transition. Trump really looks like a guy that's just like, get out my house. It's my time to shine again. But yeah, man, they officially, had that sit down that, the incoming president always does with the current president. Hopefully everyone is doing okay. We're 2 weeks or a week out into this, and I think we're seeing a lot of things starting to flow into motion.
It's been a week.
Yeah, man. But what we always preach on this show is that, understand what you can control, and we need to attack this as a collective. Educate ourselves, be aware, make certain moves to make sure that we insulate ourselves.
Facts. Like just as a roundhouse for his week prior. Listen, he's not getting an official seat till mid-January, right? But it's been the first week of potential presidency on the way. As we already know, crypto and stocks have surged. Awesome. Not gonna lie, the portfolio is looking pretty cool. But it's nothing to brag about. You know what I'm saying? Still fuck Trump. He has informed all that, the Department of Education will be dismantled as promised. A lot of things come into play with that. Not really sure how that's going to unfold, but he did throw that on the table. He's also looking to dilute and remove all DEI-related programs as it pertains to colleges. And also asking for some sort of asking for the Department of Justice to chime in and kind of penalize these schools that instituted these programs. But he's going to be using those funds to pay those that were affected during this change. The nigga has spearheaded reparations for whites.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, this is still week one. I'm like, all right. And then he made his boy Elon the official position of the Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah.
I still don't know what that does, but that Dogecoin though, that shit went
to the moon.
My boy, if bring your boys with you was a slogan, his face is there, my man. Like his face is there. But it's been 7 days, y'all. Buckle up. It's only the beginning.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, educate yourselves, read, get involved. You know what I'm saying? Check out that homeboy that's been telling you about investments. You know what I'm saying? Ramel Lee, our nephew's got a nice webinar coming out next week where he's going to be talking about hotel investing. Maybe you want to check that out. Like you have to realize nobody's coming to save you. So don't wait there, and sitting and complaining in one place ain't going to help you neither. So
Facts.
get out there and do what you
Fact.
got to do, y'all.
It's a fact.
Oh man. Yeah, Keith. Yeah. So the surge with investments always happens with the presidency. But to Kenny's point, man, that
Not crypto.
the fact that the name coincided with Doge, I mean, that was just strategic as fuck. That's what you call
hard.
intentional.
That's kind of hard. And the coin dropped like, I want to say 2.5, maybe 3 years ago now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know when when that bug first got in the air, but for it to actually get to this point, it was insane.
Man.
Insane.
Yes. Yeah, man. So yeah. If anybody made out good on it, shout outs to you. All right. Anything else on politics before we change up?
That's all I got, man. Protect your vote. It's too late, but protect your vote.
All right, we're gonna head over to one of my favorite segments, man. I'm not a doctor. I just play one here on FCP, y'all. And we're gonna talk about the Consumer Directed Personal Assistance Program. This is a program that allows relatives to take care of their ailing elderly relatives. The program has been under immense scrutiny because of the amount of reimbursement that has been paid out to people. There have been some claims of fraud, and our governor, Kathy Hochul, is really looking at this program. So the agencies that actually provide these services, they are pushing back against the restructure of this program. They actually, New York actually pulled in a company, I believe, from Atlanta to come and assess this program, but also New York named 24 middlemen firms to help home care overhaul. So you get this company from outside of New York to come and assess New York's needs. But then now you're going to have these 24 middlemen firms who I still have to do research on and see where they're from that are also going to assist in this consulting of what to do with this program. Okay. I mean, on the surface of it, I think it's great because it allows for those family members that maybe, you know, don't have a specific skill set to make good money out in the world. They can just take care of their loved ones and, you know, afford a living. Now, I think with anything in this world, people are going to find a loophole. They're going to find a way to see how they can squeeze an extra $1 or $2 out of a situation. But if it's egregious to the amounts of like hundreds of thousands of dollars or maybe even millions, then of course that's going to catch anybody's eye. Of course, when the city is looking where they can cut costs and increase their pockets, right? So interesting to see what happens next. All right, moving over to Medicare. As you all know, and if you don't, open enrollment is happening right now. I believe it is through December 5th or 7th, one of those. But Medicare released at least 3 things that you should consider if you are looking for a new plan, whether it's a Medicare Advantage plan or if you're just sticking with your Medicare fee-for-service. Number 1, think about your needs and what may change for next year. So you may find you're going to the doctor more or less often. The prescription drugs you take may be different, or your health needs may have changed. Not all coverage options offer the same benefits. We spoke about this a couple shows ago where I told you all things that you need to prioritize as you're picking these plans. So it's good that they shared this. Number 2, plans can change from year to year. So review how your current plan's costs and benefits will change in 2025 and compare against other available plans by logging in at medicare.gov/plan-compare. This is very important because, as we also shared on this show, Medicare Advantage plans are being highly scrutinized for the obscene amount of prior authorization denials that they have. And right now, it's really just about, if I'm sick, I need care. Now I have an appointment set up for a procedure, but my doctor can't get an authorization. That appointment can now get pushed a month just because my insurance company is holding me up. This is terrible that patients have to go through this. So just be mindful of your plan and what you need and what it covers. And the third thing they shared is new, more affordable Medicare coverage may be available. In 2025, all Medicare plans will include a $2,000 cap on what you pay out of pocket yearly for prescription drugs covered by your plan. So it's more important than ever to make sure your drugs are covered. I can't stress enough, if you are not savvy with reading your coverage benefits, find someone who can do that for you, or go to your local doctor's office. I'm pretty sure they have a financial assistant that you can call that can give you some real knowledge on that end. It's very important so you don't get hit with bills. Or I see it all the time where people are in CVS and their doctor put in a prescription, but their insurance doesn't cover it and they got to come out of pocket. It's a terrible thing. So just educate yourself as much as you can.
For sure. Appreciate that, brother. We appreciate that. People in the chat,
Mhm.
great advice given. Man, Tanya says she got to handle this soon. Hopefully, it'll be a smooth experience. Tanya, TikTok, man, what you waiting on? Not only getting this information, we're giving you deadlines too. Don't wait till the day before the deadline. Don't be that. Don't be that
Yeah,
person.
man. Yeah. All right, man. So yeah.
I do got a question
Sure.
for you though.
Mhm.
Any more any more medical news we got?
Nope. Just make sure y'all take care of yourselves and schedule that appointment, man. Stop putting it off.
Sir, question for you. Let's throughout the years, you I know you're very good at receiving information and being able to deliver advice, right? As far as I want to,
Thank you.
oh wait. You got
I
something on your shoulder, man.
appreciate you.
You got something on your shoulder, man. Just brush that off. Just brush that off, baby. You got something on your shoulder. My question to you, over the years, who has given you the better advice? Has it been males or females? And if you recall, are you able to share a good one versus a bad one, or maybe an example of some advice that you questioned but it ended up working in your favor anyway? Like, could you pinpoint?
That's a good one. All right, yeah. It's probably not going to be the best one because I'm pretty sure as soon as we get off the show, I'm going to remember another one. But the one that sticks out at the top right now was when a colleague of mine, Ed Peterson, told me to stop hanging out in the lunch area. I didn't quite know what he meant by that because they were cool. They were my friends, you know what I mean? And we had a good time. We were unwinding because we had a long, hard work day, right? Pause. But what I started to notice one time was every time we were in that area, somebody would complain, or we were too loud, we were too noisy. And then I would see executives pass by. And here I was in the mix of this loud talking, profanity, just it looked bad.
Nigga shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember the first day that I said, all right, either I'm going to eat lunch at my desk or I'm going to go out and have lunch from now on. And that was 2015. Okay. And ever since then, it's just been thankful to God, thankful to my mentors, or rise up. So that piece of advice, I didn't like to your question, right? I didn't think anything of it in the beginning because I'm like, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. But it meant a lot because I was being associated with people didn't respect professionally. You know what I mean? And then as I started to remove myself, that's when those professionals, those executives started to pay attention to me and remove that stigma from me. So very, very sound advice from him. Now female, this lady has been tremendous in my life. She challenged me to lean into things that I'm not always interested in, because the more knowledgeable you can make yourself in different areas allows you to now be a resource for people. So for instance, with this, the education around DEI, right? Granted, Trump's trying to dismantle it, but since it was surging for 4 years, it allowed me to take advantage of the knowledge that I got to go and speak and teach at like colleges and presentations and stuff like that. You asked me 10 years ago if that would be me. No, like talking about race, standing up in front of white people, like having to be the guy. It was never something that I aimed for. You can ask my wife, hell, right? That was never a thing for me. But she challenged me in 2019 to lean into things that I was uncomfortable with, and I had a fear of talking about DEI and race because I felt like I needed the degree to talk about it. And what she told me was, your degree is you growing up as a black man and surviving. That's your degree. Now you can learn, right? You can learn the terminology. You can learn all the important dates and names. That's just principle. But getting up there and maybe just sharing your story as just a regular ass person, that will probably connect with people faster than you saying you have this degree in whatever, and you're going to be speaking in front of people. So those are two of the best forms of advice that I've gotten from both a male and a female.
Okay. Overall, though, do you feel you have received better advice from one gender versus the other? 50-50. Both good on both sides.
Fellas, don't kill me.
Oh man, he about to kill us, y'all.
Fellas, don't kill me. I feel like I've gotten better advice from females only because they're not scared of. They don't hold back, and I'm talking about like the honest feedback that I've gotten from certain females, not all. They don't hold back on challenging me to be better. And I'm not saying the males don't do that. I'm saying I think most of the conversations that I have with males are more just like shooting the shit and chilling, but it's not really challenging. There's probably like two guys I could think of right now. Every time I talk to them, they're like, nah, you didn't do this yet. What happened? We talked about this last year. You were supposed to be halfway through. You ain't started yet. But I don't think we have enough conversations like that as men. But these females, they don't hold back. So I got to give it to the ladies, man.
All right, I respect it. Yeah. I respect it. I respect it. Desi Book Maru said, "Dudes hold back every day, bro. Every day, every time." He said, "You got to keep your true intentions a lot in a box and just throw that out, and then make a real choice, and then make the real choice."
Yeah. Right. And then listen, hey, if you got that circle of guys that's all they do, then that's great. That is great for you. You know what I'm saying? You have that. What about you, brother? Best advice?
Yeah.
He said that was for you, man.
It was a few days ago. I said, "Ooh, I got a good one for him." You know what I mean? I figured, shit, advice on my end. Honestly, I think my bosses probably gave me this advice like within the same month, separate times, with the same advice overall. It was more so don't put off what you could do tomorrow to do it today. When I first heard it, probably like 10 years ago, I was listening to it as an employee with them being employers. Like, these niggas just want me to get through my task list quicker. Like, you know what I'm saying? But but it works on many levels. You know what I'm saying? Not just within the 9 to 5, but for the 5 to 9 and everything beyond. Like, if you got the time to do it today, get it done today. So tomorrow you can look back on it and refine it and make it better if you could. You know what I mean? That was something I kind of carried with me. And on the women's side, honestly, mom/sis. Like, you know what I mean? She's told me something that I've been, to this day, I am still working on, Sean. I swear to God. But I remember she told, I might have been 17, 16. She's like, "Baby, whenever you about to talk, just hold your chest." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, so you can slow the fuck down and everybody can understand what the fuck you saying. Because once you get a thought, you just go. And you don't let no interjections, no periods, no thoughts, no caveats, nobody interjecting your thought to let them know what they may be thinking at that very period of your process. Because you just go. Like, and you're going at a speed where there's not a time to chime in. It's hard to have a conversation with somebody if you don't give them the moment to chime in. You know what I'm saying? So she said, but if you hold your chest, you'll talk a little slower. Just because you're thinking about it now. You're making it like an objective thing. You know what I'm saying? So and I catch myself doing it every so often. If I'm in the middle of talking, I guess, need you, I need you to do the dishes. Like,
All right.
whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? Just to slow down your speech because it's hard. People got two ears, one mouth. So make sure that one mouth is used once, or you got to say it twice. But if you're talking too fast, you don't want nobody going what every time you're talking. Everything or repeat that last part. Like it's annoying.
Yeah.
It stops dialogue. You know what I mean? So slow down. It's weird. My boss has told me to speed up, and my mom told me to speed down. It's two of the best pieces of advice I ever got in my life. So you see why I'm in a bit of a fork in the road, right? But yeah, I wasn't ready for neither side when it came, but I'm happy they told me.
Nah, yeah, I totally agree, man. I think there's a time and place, right? Because there's sometimes like I'll be doing a presentation and it's about 5 minutes before the meeting's about to end, and it's I just started, right? You know what I mean? They give you a certain amount of time, but the meeting never goes that way sometimes. So now you got 5 minutes to give a 10-minute presentation. So now either I'm just gonna say everything very fast, or I'm just gonna give you the highlights and then say, if you got any questions, just email me after. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, man. Sometimes slowing down, making sure the shit is delivered properly goes a long way. Shout out to sis, man. She's wise. She's so wise.
That was over 20 years ago. I'm still sticking with it. I'm still trying to get it. I'm still working on it. So whatever.
Yeah, one day. And see, I knew I was gonna remember more. Right? She gave me a gem too. I'll never forget it. She said, we were going into New Year's. She said, I want you to write down everything that you want to accomplish next year. And when December 30th comes, I want you to look at that list. If you haven't accomplished maybe half of that list, you just wasted 365 days.
Wasted a year that quick.
I was like,
dang, that was deep.
I had to be like 19, 20. And I was just like, yo, man, I'm just trying to live. So it's like
YOLO, man. YOLO.
Yeah. Like you want me to really like start planning life right now? Like I'm just getting in the club, baby. Like let me
She's looking at you like today.
Yo, she was not having it. She was like, nah, you got to get ready today because you're going to be my age before you know it. And she wasn't fucking lying, bro. She was not lying.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. All right, man. We are now moving over to our movies, TV show, and music recommendations. But the first thing we're going to start with is recognizing this amazing actor right here, Denzel Washington, man. He was recently quoted stating that he is finishing up 5 movies, and this is shout out to Black Millionaires for this post. He's finishing up 5 movies, including Black Panther 3. We're gonna talk a little bit about that because I'm a little on the fence after the second one. So I hope they're not setting Denzel up. I think if anybody could revive it, he can be a part of that, but I'm really anxious to see what else they're gonna do.
Just hope it's not Equalizer. Denzel, more like gladiator father figure Denzel. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this nigga putting on no suits. I swear to God, he has a suit on. I'm blacking out. You know
but the most important part here that you see is that he is saying after these movies, he will then officially retire, man. Kenny, how you feeling about hearing this?
I look at actors like rappers. It's like, can you really ever retire from something that you do effortlessly? And not that it's easy to do, because it's not. It's an extremely difficult job on both facets. But when you're that good at it, you know what I mean? Like when you're the Denzel or the Jay-Z's of the world, like you know what I mean? Like, do you ever really retire from it? Like if someone calls you with a good idea, like you be like, oh shit, that's a good idea. I think I should entertain this and go on to the next phase of this. Yeah. But you still have, breath in your lungs, able to walk, talk, do it, get it done. Are you ever really gonna retire from this thing that you do when you do it so well? I appreciate the announcement, but I hopefully I don't want to respect it. I don't want to respect it. I hope he's lying. I hope he's just Black Album was a thing, remember? You know what I'm saying? I'm happy the nigga lied then. I hope Denzel's lying now. I want him to do this as long as James Earl Jones did it. Even if you just do voiceovers for shit, just keep doing it,
Yeah.
bro. Just because he's that good at it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look at this, man. Right? He's 69. All right.
Okay.
His resume is undeniable. There's nothing to say about that, both on stage and screen. I think I think he's never going to be able to walk away from this.
Right.
The game needs certain people, and
Yes.
acting needs Denzel Washington, right?
Correct.
You know, and unfortunately, I know Bruce Willis is going through health issues,
Yeah.
which is why we haven't seen him. But there's just certain people who are staples, right? You think of the Al Pacinos, the Robert De Niro's. To see him talking about walking away, it hurts my heart. So I think this is momentary.
Yeah.
And 5 movies at the same time. I think that's
Like,
why he's probably thinking about this.
yeah, like spread that out, dog. spread that butter out on that bagel, buddy. You got it all on one side of the bagel. You got bad bagel.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh,
You can't work the 9 to 5, then be an Uber driver, then do a graveyard shift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's like, dog. Like, what you saving for? You know what you building up on? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's yeah. Like I said, like I said, I hope he's just a little overloaded at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm done after this shit. Like, you know what I mean? But he's like, when you've been a legend for 20 plus years, though, what do you do? Like, you just keep, you got to keep doing it at this point, right? Like, yo, Denzel was that dude when I was in high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always, he's never not been that guy in my life. You know what I'm saying? So he's just always been like, you know, the top tier, cream of the crop kind of dude. So, until somebody like snatched that crown, kind of got the job, buddy. I'm sorry. You got not that we're gonna and we'll never fire you, but we wouldn't mind passing the torch either. But we just don't see nobody to pass that torch to neither. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I don't know. It's a weird gray area, but hey, salute, shout out. Still fake waiting for a trading day too. Hopefully, you know what I mean? I don't know if he ever gets out of prison. I know he did a bit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But it'd be cool to see a part 2 if it's not too late.
Yeah, man. Chef Cheryl said, but he's getting old. He's done his time.
True.
Listen,
True.
I agree. But this is, and I'm no actor, right? So I don't know what physical toll, mental toll, you know, acting may take on someone. Yeah. But I think to what Kenny's saying though, it's not just his acting. It's even when you just hear this man speak, period. Yeah. Right, when they do the press conferences for the movies and they have all the actors on stage and they're asking them questions, that's where we get the gems from Denzel. When he gives those inaugural speeches at graduation ceremonies at colleges, this man is just he's got so much knowledge and so much influence and impact when he speaks that you get nervous when he stops really sharing that talent. But granted, hey, it's his life. He has the right, and I agree he does have selfishly. I would not want him to retire. And Keith asked, who gets the torch? That's a tough one.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I liked what was it? Tenet? Was it Tenet? Yeah. I like Tenet was good.
Oh, his son? You think his son gets the torch?
Hey, LeBron did it, right?
That's a bad example, bro.
Damn. Oh man. I thought it was a good movie. I liked it. Oh man.
You were better off saying Del Curry, man. Like that.
Oh man. Okay, my bad. I might have to go rewatch the movie. Maybe I missed something.
No, Tenet was good though. Tenet was good. His son is not a bad actor. He's really not.
But he's not past the torch worthy?
No, not yet. Not yet. He's still got a ways to go to be that. So Tanya said Aldous Hodge. I'm looking him up right now.
Yeah, I need his face up. I don't know who that is.
I'm trying to see. He was in Cross, Black Adam, City on the Hill. Yeah, I like him as an actor. I do. I like him as an actor.
Just thinking of The Rock. Hold on, I'm looking up.
Yeah, I don't know if passing the torch worthy, but yeah, that's a good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one to take back though. That's a
It's
good one to
cool.
take back, Keith. We'll add that to the docket next week. Do some research and come back and see who could possibly pull the torch. He can share the do's and don'ts of the business. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder who he's really mentored in this industry. I really wonder who. Because, a lot of times with sons, they don't really want the help from their fathers. They want to get it on their own.
When your props is Dion or LeBron or Denzel, you better shut the fuck up and get the notepad out. You know what I mean? Like, and some people, you know what I mean, you gotta respect so much, even if you don't want to respect them, because it's like, oh, you just dad. Nah, nigga, go outside. My name is Mad Bells. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go. You gotta go see. You gotta go see.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, yeah, we'll add that to the docket for next week, and look at who can possibly be passed the torch. Will Works have been the next. Will would have been the next, but slap. I don't know, man. Will Smith is a. I don't know.
Not too far in age, right?
I don't know. Let me check that shit right.
Yeah, I don't think Will Smith. Don't get me wrong. I know Denzel's older, but he might have like 10, 15 years. Is that considered the torch pass?
50, Will is 56.
Shit, what's that? How old you said Denzel was? 69?
69, yeah.
I mean, it's a quick torch, no? You know what I'm saying? Like, he said he had him to match. Like, you know what I mean? He don't need a torch. You know what I mean? Get him to match.
For me, it would have been, and of course, RIP, it would have been Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. Yeah. I need him to bring out that action role, but whatever. It is what it is. All right. Well, yeah, on the guy side, there's not too many like young, who you see being the next wave. Like we don't got no more of those Leo DiCaprio. We ain't got no more of those. It's, what I'm saying, as far as who's next up yet. So, but we'll see.
Yeah. Most of our really good black actors, they old, man.
Wait, I hope does Michael B. Jordan get it by default just because it's the age bracket?
So, I like Michael B. Jordan as an actor. What I keep hearing from people is that he's an over actor.
Fuck's that mean?
So
it's my job.
I keep hearing that he's an over actor. That some of it doesn't look like a genuinely acting performance. It almost looks like it's just not smooth. It looks forced on him. Like I don't know. I can't call it. I think he's good. But that's what I hear.
Okay. I see. I kind of see the vision. Yeah, you know what? Sex probably started from Drumline, but I mean, like Nick Soul, what's not Nick Soul? What's his name? Nick Cannon. He kind of probably took that from him, but we'll see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, we still hanging on to like who do we still got out there? Morris Chestnut, Michael Ealy, Lawrence Tate.
All the niggas is doing vacation movies, funny shit.
Yeah.
Like, waiting for Tyler Perry to call about some funny shit. Yeah, I don't think they don't even want to torch no more. The boys don't even want to torch no more. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And we got to put some respect on Samuel L. Jackson's name. I don't think he gets enough credit.
I think Sam gave Denzel the torch. We just ain't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like he might just take that. Like, you know what I mean? Kept it moving. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah. If Sam ain't never if Sam, that's what it is. That's what's fucking with Denzel. If Sam said he's not retiring, Denzel gotta just shut the fuck up and get to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, man. So yeah, he's old and he's still in some of your favorite movies. Like it's not a game. Like Sam can blend into any film, any show. I don't know, man. I give it to Sam. All right, so let's move this thing along. So while we're honoring great actors, we do have to talk about another movie that the wife and I called The Listener. This movie was actually really interesting. She is actually paid to listen to people talk over the phone. It's almost like some telehealth therapy sessions. And some of these stories were really interesting, man. There was one lady that as soon as she gets on the phone, she tells her that she has a mental illness. So, don't get shocked when she says some random stuff. But it's pretty interesting, man. I don't want to spoil it for y'all. Disclaimer, it does take a while to build. I ain't gonna hold y'all. In the beginning, me and the wife were kind of looking like, what is this about? So she's just gonna be sitting and talking to people the entire movie. But some of the people she talks to, it gets interesting. She talks to a war veteran. She talks to, a guy that got real creepy. Like, she talks to a lot of different people in different situations, man.
Is this Netflix, Amazon? What is that?
I believe this was on Max.
Okay.
I gotta go
HBO.
see. Yeah, I think it was on Max.
The Cinemax still exists? They're done, right?
I thought that was the combination now, HBO and Cinemax. That's why it's called Max now. Yeah.
My bad. I was just making sure. I know HBO kind of took that shit over. I was like, all right. I thought they was just, evolving with the times. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was. I found it funny. I see wifey in the chat saying it was boring. It was to me. It was interesting.
She said, "Damn, she got like 4 exclamation marks." I don't know, bro. I'm looking at you funny now. like boring is one thing, but 4 exclamation marks on boring is like, that was real boring.
You know what it is. My wife needs action, thrilling. Like, she needs things to be happening.
Somebody got to die the first 2 minutes for me to keep watching.
Somebody got to die. Somebody got to get slapped. A kid got to fall. Like, something funny got to happen. She has to get stimulation and motivation instantly from a film to be interested. Me, on the other hand, I can let things build. I can decipher. I can listen a little better. But she's like, I'm putting this on for entertainment. If it's not entertainment, I don't want to watch it.
Shay Sweet thinks that Cinemax is Max. What?
This is what I'm talking about. this is like what I'm talking about.
I was just told something totally separate about 60 seconds ago. I don't know. All right, man. I'm gonna do my research. No disrespect. The Lee household is staying where they at.
I hear you, brother. All right. So, moving over to music. Have you ever heard of the artist Jelly Roll?
He's like a overweight white Iverson, right? What's his name? Shit. I can't remember that white Iverson guy's name.
It's all good.
That guy. But heavyweight white country singer, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Got a bunch of tats all over him. Yes. He actually did a guest appearance in Tulsa King. So that was pretty cool. But he did something really cool at one of his shows that I wanted to bring to this show, where he brought out 4 inmates to perform because he visited a jail in Chesterfield, Virginia, where they have a program that helps inmates recover through music. It's called Helping Addicts Recover Progressively, HARP. He was so inspired that he reached out to the sheriff of that jail and he asked if he could have the 4 inmates come and perform with him on stage. 1 inmate played the guitar, 2 were rapping, and then 1 sang. It was really dope how they went up there and they bodied one of Jelly Roll's songs. These 4 gentlemen were phenomenally talented and they're finding a way to deal with their sentences through music. So shout out to the jail out there in Chesterfield, Virginia. And shout out to Jelly Roll for giving these gentlemen that moment. You know, that night in that cell was a little different after having an experience like that, man.
For sure.
Yep. Okay. But in other news, man, this weekend actually is packed with a lot of really big events, man. First, we got Tyson versus Jake Paul on Friday. All I know is Tyson better win because we can't take 2 L's in 1 month as a people, bro. We can't.
Yeah. It's been a long, short November, right? Long, short November. We're not in the middle yet, but we damn near there. Listen, this is a past meets present thing, as for sure. I'm going with Tyson just because he's Tyson. You know what I'm saying? I know he's like 59 or 69. I don't know how old he is, but like he shouldn't. Hey, he shouldn't be fighting no more. We know that,
Yeah.
but I've never seen Tyson with adult eyes neither. So I gotta see this. Like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's a weird little gray area. But I think the best way to put this is like uh, Paul has to portray this demon. He has to be this bad guy. He needs to kind of put on a show to do that. Tyson had to
Mhm.
Tyson had to store his demons and lock them up somewhere and put them
Yes.
away, like through therapy, jail time, family building, all kinds of life experiences where he's like, yo, this person or this version of me can't exist out here because this is just not cool. Like
Mhm.
he came to a point in life where he had to realize that. I'm super nervous because he has to reach back into that box this Friday, pull that out.
Mhm.
I just don't want him to be beating on the boy, the bell ring, and he still be beating on the boy. Just because like that.
Mm.
I'm like, yo, Tyson, it's over. It's over. What? he's he's dead already. Like I don't need shit like that coming from the crowd. Like you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Yeah.
nervous about. That him reaching back in his tool bag to get this person back out, and him not being able to shut that off at a sound of a ding. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I wish Paul the best and wish him good luck.
Yeah. I mean, this benefits Paul either way, right? Even if he loses, he fought Mike Tyson. Not too many
That's a
people
stat. It's a
around
stat.
his age, not too many people around his age can say that.
It's a stat.
Now, if he wins, that
Uh,
changes everything as far as him being looked at as a fraud or gimmicky or whatever, and it puts his name on the map. I mean, it doesn't change anything astronomically about the state of boxing, right? I still think Terrence Crawford is the best out, but this he stands to win either way, Jake Paul.
yeah.
Now, my thing with Tyson here is this fight should not last past the first round.
Huh.
We are due in this century, I mean, for a first round knockout from Mike Tyson. We are due
Huh.
for it because I really feel that this shouldn't go that long. It really should not. And everybody's gonna say, he probably took the bag if he goes down. I'm just saying for the culture, Mike, that wrap this up. Wrap this up
Right.
quick.
Quick. Uh,
We will not be disappointed. We
nah.
are prepared for it. Wrap this shit up.
If you had to make a prediction, how far? I don't even know how many rounds it's going to be. I don't know if it's sanctioned or not. But how far do you think this goes?
Man, it should not go past the first round. I'm thinking probably done by like minute 30.
Okay. All right. I respect it.
Unless he dances, unless Jake dances
Flat
and
fronts.
stays clear. Yeah, you know what I mean? Unless he dances out of the way, this should not last past, I would say, minute 30 or a minute in the first round. It shouldn't.
Okay. I'm down. I'm
Yeah.
down. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Does Paul get headgear? Hell no.
Nah,
Hell no. Ain't no
not at all.
headgear, bro.
I think
Ain't
he
no
got
headgear.
lucky. I think they went up to 14-ounce gloves.
Mm,
The traditional 12 or 10 or something like that.
okay.
But shit, even with that, I don't even know if that means it's a softer hit or a harder hit. It's more space, more impact. I don't know. I don't speak boxer. Let me know.
It's a Tyson hit. Like,
Period. Period.
it-
Period.
it's a Tyson hit. That shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, right after that on Saturday is UFC 309. John Jones versus Stipe Miocic at Madison
Jones.
Square Garden. The man is back. The GOAT is back. The champ is here. And he is here to he's here to reclaim a lot of stuff that's been said about him. There's a lot of people out there talking, and every time John comes back, man, he's successful.
Pretty
But
much.
Stipe is no slouch. Stipe is no slouch. I know he's gonna give John Jones everything he has, so it's gonna be interesting. Going to be very interesting.
I wonder why they're gone. Don't they ain't New York taxes kind of funny, man?
Well, I mean, hey, listen, it's actually perfect for Dana. Because if you think about it, I think they usually do the November UFCs in the Garden anyway.
Okay.
Um, but Stipe, I mean, with Trump just winning, with this being Trump's hometown, I mean, the money that this is going to attract, it is John Jones. It's actually perfect for Dana White and for the sport to do it here in Madison Square Garden.
Speaking of that, is Trump allowed to still go to these fights? Like I know he attended a few UFCs like throughout the year. Like he might be in the Tyson fight. Like I don't think a president has ever been at like the fight. Like you know what I mean? Like but Trump's that he might be at the fight. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good point. We'd have to look that up. Has a sitting president ever? Well, a president elect ever attended a fight? I don't know. I think because he's elect, he may still be able to do it. I don't know.
All right. Shit. Hey, fuck it. 309 in the books coming up.
Yep. So in the co-main event, you got Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. So that should be a good one. And then you got some local fighters in the preliminary card. Chris Weidman out of Long Island and Jim Miller out in Jersey. So big Jim Miller fan. I'll never forget when we were at Big Shots and he was taking pictures and everything. So definitely hope he gets the W. All right, my brother. Anything else before we get up out of here?
Yeah, middle of November. You voted, right? Here we are. About a good 2 months until that's officially sworn in, but get ready. If you're not yet, get ready.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Listen, I hope everybody's doing good, taking care of themselves, man. Like we keep saying on here, you control your destiny. And as we were talking about earlier, from the words of Ryan Leak, chasing failure, you'll never know if you can do something if you don't try it. So why not take tomorrow and take that daring step that you have been putting off for a long time? It's not a no until you hear it. It's not impossible until you've tried it and you really see, oh yeah, no, I can't reach that. And even if you think you can't reach it, have you tried everything? Have you exhausted all options?
Facts. Oh man, Shay Sweet, they reminded, yo man, happy early birthday, B. You old again, nigga. I got jokes for a few months.
Yeah, man. This year is going so fast, bro. Like I'm just happy to be here. I know it's on Sunday, but it's been an interesting year, man. It's been a hell of a year. 40 definitely came with it. 40 came with it. Hell yeah. But listen, I love all y'all, man, and I'm looking forward to just breathing at this point because everything else is hard.
just trying to avoid any snap, crackle, and pops, man.
Oh man, it's like an instrumental when I get out of bed, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh man, that's a fact. That's funny. That is funny.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Listen, as we always say, man, make sure you go subscribe. Follow us on all the socials. Make sure you go get all caught up to all 95 episodes that we have right now. Yeah, sounds about right?
Feels good.
Definitely. It's officially freezing, y'all. I know you see the hoodie that Kenny got on.
Bruh,
get you one.
I might need some gloves soon. Like, bruh, Jesus.
Yes, man. Make sure y'all get you some, man. And we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Love y'all. Stay safe and stay warm if you're in New York.
Peace.